How's it going, folks? So I got a viewer request video here for y'all today. I'm going to be checking out the band called Power, and the name of this song is Rising Sun Through the Eyes of God. So I've never heard of this band before. I'm very curious to check this bad boy out. But like I said, there's a viewer request. This song was requested by this ranger right here. Thank you. Without further ado, let's get on in there and give this a listen, shall we? Rangers, go.
From time we know, turn our heads
Wow, really cool song. Really, really cool. I enjoyed that quite a bit. And I have to say, one thing that was really neat was that, like, Daniel Hyman to kind of scream there, like in the middle. Like the last time he says, "See through the eyes of God," and says it like once and then a bit higher, and then just does that like nice little high pitched scream there. That was just tight. Really, really cool. The guitar work in this song is just awesome. The whole intro was really cool, and it's funny. It was quite prolonged. I was really honestly starting to think that this was an instrumental track, but then the vocals eventually kicked in. But even so, the song is very instrumental, with the vocals not playing quite as much of a role. Certainly there and certainly leaving an impact, but the song is very instrumental, and so the whole intro is really cool. I love the high pitched, guitar with where it just has an interesting vibe because it's not like doing anything that seems quite melodic per se, or even like rhythmic. That high pitched stuff, the rest of the guitars were quite rhythmic and what have you, but yeah, the high pitched thing is just kind of there, and it's kind of groovy, and the song, it just has an interesting style about it when it's doing that. And then you have when things kind of kick off a bit, the drums start going. I really like the drums too, really great fills and what have you. But the guitars, they kind of start ripping, and nice rhythmic motion, and the majority of the song really did have a really nice rhythm to it. Almost feels a bit thrashy in spots just with the nature of the guitar. And just really cool. Like, I love the riffs. I love the high pitched stuff that they were doing in there. They did a bit at the end as well. So yeah, I love the guitar work in this song. Really awesome. The solos and stuff. And just the overall riffs, again, and the pacing of the song and the rhythmic nature of it, with the drums playing a large part of that as well, which I thought was really cool. And the song has like a very heavy kind of dark approach to it. Like, again, it's very heavy, but not just like a general kind of heavy. It definitely has a darker sort of heavy, almost malicious sort of sound to it, which I thought was neat. And the vocals really contributed to that as well. Like, once the vocals came in, he's got a really nice kind of aggressive approach to the vocals, and it just a lot of energy there, which fits with just the energy of the song itself. Because again, once it gets going, I mean, it's just really has a lot of momentum and power behind it, and the vocals do a really great job of contributing to that, and working with that. So yeah, I really liked his delivery style. And then also some of the high pitched stuff he did. But yeah, it's like the verses were pretty low and pretty aggressive. But there's moments where, he gets up a little bit, lightens it a smidge, never like too much, but just a smidge to kind of differentiate some of the sections. And then like the chorus, I assume, is the part where he kind of says something and see through the eyes of God, and then says something and see through the eyes of God. And again, it just has that kind of heavy, almost like battering kind of approach to it that just, it's just wailing on you. There's, again, just some nice heavy moments that were just really cool. Just a really, really neat song. And again, the vocals were really impressive. The only thing I would say is I feel like it could have used a final chorus there at the end. It feels like it kind of just winds down a bit too quickly without having a satisfying kind of like conclusion to the song, almost, because you get like a half a chorus, and then you get like a full chorus, then it goes like into the bridge and all that, and then you get a little bit more vocals, but you never really get kind of like a final chorus. And I think it would have been really neat, because in the chorus, but like before the bridge, where you get like the whole section of bum 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 bum, see through the eyes of God, like 4 times, and it stays kind of in that heavy sort of approach and whatnot, not too melodic or anything, but it's still, it's memorable, and it's cool. Again, it doesn't have this crazy catchy melody or anything or soaring or anything like that, but it fits with the approach of the song. But I do think they could have like raised it up a notch, like for the very end, like and have almost like backing vocals, like the main vocals and the backing vocals doing kind of two separate things, like have his delivery be similar to that chorus there before the bridge, like the heavy kind of aggressive approach, and then like just really kind of be wailing. See through the eyes of God, da, da. It's da 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 da. I think that like dynamic would have been sick and just really almost like made the finale of the song just explode. And I'm not talking like just real nice like just airy kind of high pitched vocals. I'm talking like like almost like shrieking, but like falsetto power metal screaming the like a final chorus, while you also hear the vocals more in that lower aggressive kind of range, but just really almost hit us with a almost sinister sounding finish. I think would have just rounded out the song awesome. But even with that being said, it was a really cool song. Again, I've never heard of these folks before. I don't know what their deal is, but regardless, great request. Thank you so much to the Ranger who requested this bad boy. Really cool. And let me know, folks, in the comments down below, what do you think of this song here? What's this band's deal? If you're familiar with them, how long they've been around, when have they been around, if they're not still around now? Just what's the situation with these folks? Because at least based on this one song alone, talented bunch and just a cool sound that I really enjoyed. So, yeah, let's talk about it all in the comments below, and I'll catch you next time, Ranger. Out.